Hello, Human Collective. Welcome to the Upside of Grief. My name is Story, and I am your host.
And my name is Erica, and I am your co-host.
Welcome to Chapter 15.
Welcome to Chapter 15.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're watching, then you already see this, but if you're listening, Story's on her laptop, and she's going to read us a couple things that she's been thinking about.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about it.
Sometimes I have them in my head, but today they're on my laptop.
Yeah.
So, the topics for today's chapter are the transition of acceptance from your person's physical to their spiritual, and the concept of time and shifting realities.
Yeah. I definitely feel like they're intertwined. I feel like when a person transitions from their physical to their spiritual state, I feel like if you are spiritual in any capacity, whether that's religious or just identifying as spiritual, like there's something about that, especially in like religious texts. I mean, I automatically go to Christianity because that's what I was raised with, but I think of when we pray to our relatives, like we imagine them in a heaven, basically a paradise or a state beyond ours, and they're not their physical selves anymore, like they are their spiritual self. Yeah. Or angels or whatever that looks like. And pretty much every culture has like a version of that too, or religion I should say, but that's kind of like what my head goes to. And then finding my own beliefs, it has expanded like very, very greatly. So I like that. I like the fact that they can live on.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this sentence here that I spoke. I will say it again. The transition, maybe I should say it differently. The transition of, maybe it's the transition, so accepting the transition of your person from physical to spiritual. When you say it that way, it sounds differently. Because when I say it that way, when I hear it in my headphones, me saying it, I don't like it. Because I don't know if I'll ever accept it. You know? Like, I understand the reality, but like, I'm not okay with it. But being okay with it and accepting something are those two different things? Is being okay with something and accepting something the same thing? Or can you accept something and still not be okay with it? Is that real?
Yeah.
Can you think of an example?
Jim automatically came to mind, like relationship things, like where maybe he wants something that I don't agree with or like, but I can still accept it.
Okay, sorry. He wants something that you don't agree with.
Yeah, or if I don't like it, or if
you
I
don't
agree
like.
with, or I don't feel the same way, or I want something else, but I can still accept it. It's a little different, but that's like the immediate thought that popped into my head as an example, because like we deal with that in relationships, especially romantic ones where there's compromise, but you're also dealing with somebody who's alive.
Yes.
It's not a two-way street necessarily.
It's not a two-way street.
Yeah. So I feel like that can kind of make it a little bit more difficult.
Yes.
But I still feel like there's like a weird middle ground where that's possible. Like that is something to think about. Because my initial thought would be, I do accept it, but I don't like it. I'm not okay with it, but I do accept it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like I'm trying to fight it, right?
Yeah, because we kind of know, like, we can't.
We can't. You can't change it. Like, I'm not gonna. Who am I gonna fight? who am I going to fight?
I guess that would depend on your religious beliefs. I just imagine myself going down to like the underworld in Greek mythology, visiting Hades and like fighting to get my dad's soul back and stuff. But like, he's not even Greek or practices that.
But that's me. If that was an option,
yeah, being
I would fucking do it
in a movie, like trying to get their soul back and bring it back to the.
I would do it.
I don't know. I'm a Greek mythology person, so like I'm thinking about like the instances where like there's only been a couple instances where a soul has been released. It's usually at a great price because even in mythology, like the people who pass, even tragically or like it's not supposed to be their time, ultimately it is. Like,
it is their time.
Yeah. Which again, I cannot be okay with that, but I guess like eventually I could come to acceptance with that if I had my hero's journey, you know?
Maybe there has to be maybe it's not necessarily accepting that they're dead or gone forever, right? Like I can accept the fact that they died. The gone forever part, verbiage, not good. Or like accepting your life now, the acceptance of what your life is now without them.
And that kind of goes with like shifting realities, right?
The concept of time and shifting realities. Yes, because now you are in a new reality where that person physically does not exist. You know, that's been kind of pissing me off lately.
What part?
The platitude part where people are like, they're always with you. That part. Because now part of me feels like I have to say, like, I feel like now I have to say, I physically miss my husband so that somebody won't comment and say they're with you always. And then now I'm getting mad because I'm like, why do I have to say that I miss them physically so that Karen doesn't say they're always with you? Because I don't want to deal with Karen. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, 100%.
So now I just am like, okay, then I'll just say physically so that I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, I've definitely made a post where I have literally thought about that, where I'm like, I'm going to say I miss him physically because I'm sick of people.
Your fucking head.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like, yes, I know it's well intentioned, but like, I don't want to read that. If I'm telling you that I want to hug my dad right now, like,
don't tell me some stupid shit.
Him, or he's always with you and he's always giving you a big hug. I'm like, no, he's not.
But physically I can't hug him. Yeah. So like, keep your comments to yourself.
Yeah, it's just so weird, and it goes back to that other thing, like where, what do you say instead? Not that. That's all.
Definitely
that's all.
Not that. Say something to validate what they're saying.
Yeah, that's all.
It's that simple. It's that simple. It doesn't need to be this grand thing. Just validate what they're saying.
Yeah, I feel like if you were gonna say like he's always with you, then it would probably be most appropriate if like you were literally saying something along the lines of like, I just don't feel him with me right now, which can also be okay to feel like you don't have that connection. But I feel like if there was ever an appropriate time or even like a fitting time, it would be like one of those moments like, I know you don't feel him right now, but he's always with you, or something like that. But even still, it's like, kind of how you in our platitude reel where, oh my gosh, I just lost the thought. The he's so proud of you one. Like, unless you like know that they were proud of you, then you probably don't know. He's like literally not here to be proud of me, so you don't actually know if he would be proud of me right now.
It's like crazy. I almost feel like we should make a reel that's like crazy things that people say to people who are grieving, or like crazy things that strangers say to strangers when they're grieving, because some of them are so crazy. Like literally, when you actually think about it, it's like, wait, what did you just say to this person who's literally almost a complete stranger to you? Wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
I have a comment that I have to hold until after. please remind me if you remember.
Oh, gosh.
Or I'll try to remember. It is not for the air. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay. I was like, do I do it now or like
No.
later? Okay.
No, I can't.
Okay. So maybe it's just one of those things like, please don't say it. Please don't say it.
Just stop.
Say instead other things. That's not helpful. I'm so sorry.
That's not helpful. Like, that must be really hard. That's that easy. Because then you can be like, yeah, dude, it is fucking hard. And I'm going to feel so much better. Mm-hmm. And you're going to feel like you said a good thing. Yeah. Instead of being like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Because I'm not going to tell you it's okay anymore. I decided that recently. I don't say thank you. I'm not saying thank you, and I'm not saying it's okay.
I just say I'm sorry, too.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, because...
Stop telling people you're sorry for their loss. Even if you are truly sorry for their loss, because sometimes people tell me things, and in my head, I'm like, God, I actually really am sorry that that's happening to them, but it doesn't matter. It's not about me, and if I'm sorry for them, it's about their person and how they're feeling. So, like, say something else. Just say something else. It's not that hard. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at you guys. Feisty. Sassy. Damn it, I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I remember. Okay, so I had like a shift in reality today, a time shift. I don't, it's happened a couple times, maybe like 2 or 3 times recently. And the only way I can explain it, and this is going to sound strange, but I'm going to try to paint a picture, but like, do you know if you're like sitting in your bedroom or in a room in your house and you have your door open or the shades open or something like that, and the door's open, windows open, you can like smell the outside, right? Like nature. And the sun is like setting, and then that like beam of the sun like just like comes into your space in a certain way. The way that the sunbeam hits the space that you're sitting in, and you can like feel the warmth of the sun but also smell the nature at the same time, like all in one moment, where you become like aware of like what's around you. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I had this weird thing happen today where like I was sitting in my room, and it's weird because it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's something to do with like the scent or anything, but it was almost just like this perfect moment of like calmness and peace and sunshine and nature that all happened in this exact moment that I was like, oh. But it was like this feeling, and like Ken was there. I don't know how else to explain it. And in that moment, I'm like, I like take a deep breath, and I'm like, and I couldn't even say hi. I couldn't even say hi today. This happened to me today. And then I made this really ugly face, and I was like that.
To Ken, or just like,
no,
'cause?
To the world, because I was like, I got mad because I knew that he was there energy-wise, but not physically. And I am grateful that I can feel his energy and I'm grateful for that. Some people don't have that. I'm grateful. I should check myself. But my feelings are still valid. Anyways, just like the whole thing happened, and then I so like quickly, like, I don't know, I couldn't like be present in that moment. It was like I knew it was happening, and then I was like mad, and then I was sad because I was like, this is fucking so stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. I want my husband to be alive. This sucks. Yeah. I feel like that's happened a couple times lately, but it's different than like, it feels different than my moments of knowing. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. And it's something with the sun. I don't know. But I'm trying to be open to exploring whatever the fuck it is. Maybe I'm angry about other things in my life right now too, and maybe that's not helping. And maybe that's why I responded that way. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I was more calm in my everyday, day-to-day life right now, maybe I would have been able to experience that moment in a more calm presence. But I feel like because as of lately, I've been in a state of anger and frustration. I don't know, maybe Ken was just trying to be like, hey, girl. He never said, hey, girl. That's just me. He used to call
He never said, hey, girl.
He never said, hey, girl. Absolutely not. That's not what he would say. He would call me Sweet Pea. He probably just is like, Sweet Pea, it's okay. Like, you know?
What do you think makes it differ from a moment of knowing?
The ones that have been happening. The energetic connection feels stronger.
Wouldn't that be like an ultra moment of knowing?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, I did like it.
But I acknowledged it.
And I acknowledged it. But I hate. There is still such a big piece of me that hates that my reality is liking these moments. You know?
Do you think they feel different because they're, instead of being encompassed by like gratitude and happiness, you can still acknowledge that it's happening and be present, but it's more like covered in the anger and the sadness instead, where it's still a moment of knowing, but one, like for example, the one that you shared about like the ocean, like you were so okay with that, like you were like, yes, thank you for coming through kind of feeling. This one, you're like, it's not like that thank you and that gratitude isn't there, but it's like, I'm imagining like a fog, where the fog is like this beautiful light and the, you know, your ocean moment of knowing, and here it's like fucking smog because like your energy might be off. I feel like it's still a really strong moment of knowing. It's just like, it's a painful one instead of one where you're just like, yeah, I'm open and like receiving and thank you.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Where it's like unexpected, when it hits me unexpectedly, or I'm not, you know what I mean? Like today when that happened, like I was sitting on the ground. I was sitting, for the people who are watching, I was sitting over here on the ground I was setting up to record is what was happening, and I had my door open. And so I was like very zoned in to what I was doing, you know, like I was present in what I was doing. And then that like ray of sunshine that
mixed with nature smell.
Mixed with nature smell. Yes, it was like multiple senses, right? Happened while I was trying to focus on something else. It happened. So it wasn't like you know, where like I went to the ocean, or like how you just said, like open to receiving, right? Not that, like I said, I'm grateful, happy that I can have that, but maybe it just has caught me off guard. And maybe that's why I got angry, which, Ken, I know you could probably hear me. I wasn't angry at you. I just sounded like I was when I said that, though. Come back.
All attitude.
Come back, please. I'm so sorry. Just wasn't expecting it.
You caught me at a bad moment, okay?
I was focused, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, like, it's like grief in the wild, but in private. Because you're not expecting it. Like, you're doing what you're doing.
When grief assaults you.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my, come on, man. You know, but it was really
hit and run
nice.
from grief.
Hit and runs from grief. Fuck. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, definitely, like, right, fits into this concept of time and shifting realities. Because it almost felt like when that happened, those couple seconds where it was like drew my attention, it was like time slowed down for those couple seconds that all happened. It was like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. How does one just like get into a better state of being open and receiving? That would help, right? If you are more open to receiving across the board, then you can't get caught off guard, right? But we can't stay in a constant state of receiving, can we?
Well, I feel like it is. Read your first one more time.
The transition of acceptance from your person's physical to their spiritual.
It's another layer of that where, it breaks my heart to say this kind of shit. Where I feel like it's just a lot more painful. Like, remember how you shared just now that you almost hate, like, having those moments, or not hate, but like you almost dislike having those moments, because then it just, again, it's like another reminder, like, oh, I have to experience your energetic self and not your physical self. Well, if we are in acceptance, again, doesn't mean we have to be okay with it, but if we're in acceptance of that transition, that there's not a physical self, but there is like that energetic self, that spiritual self, if we're maintaining a relationship with that, there's good and bad moments. Like, they're not all the moments of knowing that fucking feel angelic and like out of this universe, or like, oh my God, like, because that's what we describe our moments of knowing as. Even on here, it's that knowing 100%, and that's still like a moment of knowing, but it's still having a relationship with him, just like if his physical self was here. Sometimes you'd be pissed off, and I'm sure like he'd be trying to comfort you, and you'd maybe get a little sassy.
I'm trying to do something right now.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have it any other way. You'd want him there. I definitely have moments like that too, like where I'll have, I don't know, I just feel like it's feeling my dad's energy, but where I'm having a hard time, and it's not like I feel him hug me or whatever. It's like just like this, like, I know he's here and making his presence known to comfort me, but there's no hug, there's no physical touch, there's no me picking up the phone and telling him, but there's like his version of it. And I feel like honoring that is super important, because one side of it is our experience, and if we really believe that they are,
the other side is their experience. I've never thought about it like that.
Well, yeah, if you believe that he's still here, then...
No, I know.
Yeah.
I just have never, or maybe I just never really, I've never heard somebody say it out loud. You know? Like, processing and then in that way. Like, you know how you can think something for a while, but then, a light bulb comes on when somebody says it out loud to you?
Yeah, the aha moments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe had I had that moment after this conversation, I would maybe not have got so angry. You know? Not that I was angry at him, like I said, but maybe there just would have been less anger overall, which would be better for everybody.
Makes you more open, doesn't make you feel any worse.
Yep. Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere. Maybe it's a different perspective.
Yeah, and it's... Because, my work in that realm is... If they still have an energetic self, or a spiritual self, or a ghostly self, or a heavenly self, angel self, whatever you want to call it, then there's still a relationship to build there. And, just like with me and you, I can't presume to read your mind. We won't get answers, super duper easily unless, you're very well versed in that realm. But you can still not make assumptions and not have expectations and still be empathetic. Which is, it goes back to the whole reality and time shifting thing, because what the fuck are we doing? Why do we have to do this?
Yeah, really.
Some people just leave it at that their lost person, their lost loved one, the person that they lost, the person, I hate saying lost, the person who's passed, where that's just it. They're gone. And that, I feel like that can be kind of an easy existence. Just, they're gone. That relationship just is now over, done. Is that how it works? I don't even know how that works if, I didn't believe in an afterlife. What is that like? Just, it's done? But yeah, I'm sure it's pretty easy in that regard. I know, you're like, ugh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
A little grimace. You're like, ugh.
I was making a weird face. My lip was doing a weird thing.
People don't believe in an afterlife?
We're just done.
Yeah, I'm not even that thought just isn't entertained in my head, because I just know it's not possible.
You know what I saw the other day? Have you ever seen ashes under a microscope?
I feel like I've seen this somewhere, but
look it up.
Cannot bring it to mind.
Look it up for everybody listening. If you have not seen it or you have not heard of it, Google human remains, human ashes under a microscope.
Cremains.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm going to go to my school and go to the science building and be like, can I use your guys' microscope? Right. I think as long as I'm a student, I think maybe they'll let me, right?
What does it look like?
It looks like the galaxy.
Ashes?
Yeah, that's what it says. I found a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different ones. They were all the same.
Huh.
So I need to know, is it true?
Yeah. I mean, I guess
if you know,
look it up.
Please comment and let us know. Have you seen ashes under a microscope? Because I do want to know now. I was like, what the fuck? It's trippy. If that's really what it looks like, that is going to shift my concept of time and my reality. Everything that we're talking about right now, we're going to do some more shit in there, if that's real. Yeah, it's cool looking. So
okay, I'm going to have to look it up.
Hope it's real.
I mean, there's so many things under a microscope that can look like a galaxy, which just further says to me that we are not the center of the universe, and that it reminds me of Men in Black at the very end of the movie, like how, have you ever seen Men in Black?
It's been a very long time.
Well, basically there's a little galaxy, a little marble that is on the keychain.
And it sucks back into it, right? It goes all back into it, or no?
No.
Oh. Okay.
It's this little. Is this the first movie? I can't remember now. It's been a minute, but it's basically like a little cat collar with a little charm on it, and inside of the charm is a galaxy, and like you keep on going smaller and smaller and smaller, and galaxy and worlds and smaller and galaxy and worlds, and just continues forever. And you can imagine it goes both ways too, like expanding outwards and going inwards, like it just collapses in on each other, contracts outwards, and just like Big Bang type of. But yeah, and if you look at our cells, how they mimic nature, and I love that stuff. Like those posts, or before social media was a thing, I remember seeing like, pictures of DNA and how it mimics all these other things in life, and the Fibonacci sequence, and there's just really cool things like the veins of leaves and how it looks like our skin, and gosh, what else? There's so many things. Just nature mimics itself. Yeah.
It does.
So I don't doubt it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
See how the ashes look like a galaxy.
I hope so. Yeah.
It made me think of oh wait, I won't talk about that. That's my job.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Maybe if I remember, I'll tell you afterwards.
There's just a couple things that we're like, sorry guys,
Yeah, I know,
tell
I'm
you,
so sorry.
we can't be part of this.
Well, my job thing is, I think it's one of those things where I can't talk about that kind of stuff publicly.
No, for sure.
Yeah. What's that word?
Listen, we've told you guys so much about our lives. Just saying.
Trade secrets.
Trade secrets.
Can't do that.
If you want more, you're going to have to give us some.
You're going to have to give us secrets. Give us your secrets. Give us your grief and we'll give you ours.
Aww. That's cute.
Aww.
Yeah. I don't really have suggestions or anything to offer when it comes to this topic necessarily, I guess. Besides, like, I don't know, just like be mindful, be kind to yourself, like that type of situation. But I mean, I feel like that's just a given for like life, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good dialogue just to know that it's okay and normal to have those thoughts pop up, whether it's every now and then or often. And as long as it's not like inhibiting your day to day, then like it's okay. It's okay to like not be okay with that, and to wish all the time that you either didn't have to have these thoughts and process these things, like if you are the type to process your grief, or just wishing it wasn't that way. Because I have both thoughts where like I'm like you were describing in your story that you had today, that experience that you had today, where I have definitely been grateful for moments, but then I'm like immediately like, but you're dead, and that's why this is even happening.
Yep.
You know, that thing comes up so much in so many areas of grief, and it's just a really hard one to cope with. But I know that I'm okay just because I know it's not debilitating. It's not debilitating. It sucks, but I think that is the important part, being able to just like process that grief and feel it when it comes, because it is a wave. It will come, it will pull back again, and then you can kind of go back into other areas of your life, or the grief just recedes a little bit and you have that breathing room. So, yeah, I think maybe emotionally processing is probably the most important part, like just letting yourself feel it in that moment and then letting it pull back naturally.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Because if it doesn't pull back, then that's where, outside resources are helpful. Yeah. Yeah, like if you don't feel
Yes, it can get overwhelming at any time. You could be years in and it'll get overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, remember, like, you know how to do this. All of us who have experienced grief, we remember what it feels like in the beginning.
Yeah.
So when you circle back, if you circle back to those feelings, remember that you've done it before and just go back to basics. Like, you can do it again, unfortunately.
Yeah. Can I get something out that just popped into my brain?
Yeah.
So one of my new little discoveries with my own grief has been that I can't grief dump on my mom. When I first lost my dad, like when my dad first died, I remember I would tell her like my progress, me moving through grief, like what I was doing, and I would like share that with her very heavily. And I realized within the past month or two that I can't do that because it's not fair to her. She has her own grief and she's not experiencing mine. Like, she doesn't need me to process how I'm moving through my grief with her. Like, I found out that it's my responsibility to do that with myself or like with other people that are not her. A big reason for that was expectations, because like, not because it's not okay to like talk to your mom about this kind of thing, but because my expectations were like, she knows what I'm feeling. Like, she's going to be able to understand like the pain that I'm feeling and understand like why I'm processing the way that I am or crying as much as I am. But that's not true. I realized that recently, where like I had expectations there and that was not fair. And she didn't tell me anything like that I was making her grief worse or whatever, but I can kind of imagine like having your grief be raw and possibly in a realm of not processing it the way that I am. And yeah, trying to figure out like what to do with a daughter who's going through it like that. I was thinking of professional help, and that's what reminded me.
I was thinking about professional help, and what came up was... Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one that I think a lot of people experience, when you all experience, I don't want to say lose, like you just said earlier, when somebody transitions, but that person is a different person to every person. Everybody's going to experience it differently.
Yeah.
And how to navigate that, especially within like immediate family, like that can be difficult, I would assume. I don't know because I haven't experienced it yet.
I was thinking the other day, I haven't talked to her about this. I don't even know if she watches these anymore, but she might. She says she does. Who cares? But I was thinking the other day, like, I have had many experiences of like feeling my dad's energy and seeing him and having lots of signs and recognizing synchronicities and working with that. And my mom hasn't. And I feel like me sharing that with her is sometimes good and sometimes
bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, but
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard.
I feel like for moments like that, if she asks me, then I'll tell her. But in a way, I feel like I'm almost rubbing it in her face.
Have you talked to her about it?
No, I'm not going to. Unless she sees this.
then you're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Well, there was this one time where we were doing holotropic breath work, and I immediately regretted saying this, but my dad came through to me, and
you and your mom were at the same breath work?
Yeah.
He came through when you guys were both breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, "Sorry, when are you going to visit Mom?" And he was like, "Not yet." And that's it. And I was like, "Okay." And in my whatever awareness, I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." I just moved on. And then yeah, I kind of mentioned that it happened to her.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like what exactly you just said? You said that to her?
Yeah. Because to me, it felt hopeful, like, not yet means that it will come. But, yeah, so it was part of that, but I just realized, like, I'm just gonna,
yeah, that's tough.
Keep it to me. Yeah. That was a hard one.
Yeah. Death sucks.
Yeah, it must have sucked hearing it too.
I said death sucks.
Oh.
Did you think I said that sucks?
Yeah, death sucks too. It all sucks, okay?
I was not passing judgment on what happened at all.
It's okay. I definitely judge myself, but death does suck as well.
Death sucks, yeah. Sorry, let me pronounce. Death sucks.
Death sucks. Death
sucks.
We're from California. Valley girl.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that was like a little major minor development.
A little major minor.
A little major minor.
Shit.
Yeah. It kind of sucks sometimes because it feels like I'm pulling back from my mom just because, my life, lots of grief. But in a way, I think it's the best move. Like, I definitely, like, in meditating on it a bunch and thinking about it, dwelling on it, like, that is the right answer that came to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, well. Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Wait, no, I'm good. I got my daily dose.
I'm going to text my mom after this. Just say hi.
Hey, girl.
Hi, love you. Getting on the plane now.
Yep. Oh, God damn it. My brain works this way. I love you.
Yeah.
Yep. I still need something from you.
Oh, yeah, if I die.
Yes.
I'm going to have to think. I don't know what that item can be, but...
Oh, I guess technically I have your matches, a box of matches from you with some sage in it. I do have that.
Does it have to be something of mine or something that I make? Could it be either? She's contemplating. She's
my thinking self.
Very deliberately processing this and thinking of an answer.
I guess it could be both. Either or. I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll think about it. I'll think about what I was trying to think if there's something in my purse I can give you, and I don't think there's anything in there.
It's tiny.
Yeah, I know.
And on that note, don't forget to give your loved ones things of yours in case you die.
Yeah. Or, like Story did, don't let the last thing that you say to somebody be something you'll regret.
Yep.
No matter how angry you are,
No
just
matter how angry you
say
are.
they love you.
Yep.
Yeah. Time is precious, and like minimizing regrets is important.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely my quest in life. One of them, at least. Minimize regrets.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I want as few of those as I can manage, as I can muster. If there's any control that I have over what I do, minimize regrets.
Minimize regrets. That's a good way to put it. You know, if you're thinking about like something, like you're thinking about something, if it's not an automatic yes, it's something that you have to like contemplate. Like, is this the thing that I want to do? Maybe ask yourself, is this something that you might regret later?
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many really cool tools to like, do that, but I like adding that in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, minimize regrets all day. No regrets.
No
you know?
regrets. Oh. Yes. Got it.
Nailed it. Maintained it.
Okay. Next week we will be doing grief in the wild.
Yes, we'll be doing grief in the wild.
How's it go?
Grief in the wild. As we watch the story in her natural habitat. Or is it natural? We will find out.
Tune in next week to find out.
That was British.
Shit. I can't do
You
Aussie.
could be British.
Brits and Aussies are friends too.
Yeah. Yeah.
No?
I mean, they could. Yeah. They're friends. You can't really just.
I like both of them. Why can't they be friends?
They can be friends. Grief in the wild.
I'm not even going to try.
Okay. Okay, we're not doing accents.
So sorry. Okay. Okay, we're so sorry. We'll see you guys next week for Grief in the Wild. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.